So the first thing I'm going to do is show you a product that I have already locked. And when they run the file, this is what they're going to see. A little pop-up comes up, and just to point out, where it says demonstration at the top, that's the name of the product you give it. The text at the top that says before you can register this product, before you can use this product, you must register, that's configurable. You can make that say whatever you want. The text that appears on the button that says don't have a key, click here to obtain one, you can make that text anything you like. The text on the unlock button, you can word that anything you like. You could have it say OK, submit, unlock, whatever. You can word that. If you're using the preview feature, you can fully configure the text that appears on the preview button. And if you're not having a preview piece of content, then that button doesn't even appear. So just want to be absolutely clear. This is all configurable by you. So let's first of all take a look at what happens if we click the preview button. Well, as you'd expect, it's going to open up a preview PDF document that they can take a look at. So that's it. There's no need to enter a code or anything of that nature. Let me open the file again. Okay, now I don't have a key, so I can click here to obtain one. And in this case, it's going to open up a web browser. And I have set this to go to a page. So this page isn't a pretty page. In fact, I'm using a self-hosted Aweber sign-up form for this demonstration. All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and register and click the continue button, and that's going to pop me onto the list. Okay, here is the email that has just come in. Now you will notice that I have got this set up, and there are two ways to have this set up. I've got this set up so as soon as I click on this link, and it takes me to the confirmation. I'm just going to resize this window so you can see what comes up. And there we have it. It has immediately given me my license details. And you can change what this page looks like. There's a file you can edit and put your own template in. But if you don't know anything about doing that kind of stuff, then no problem. Just use the basic one. It does the job and it delivers the key. This key that it has given me is unique to me. It is unique to my email address, and it is unique to this individual product. So if I registered another product that uses this system using the same email address, but it was a different product, I would get a different key. So what we're going to do is we'll go ahead now and pop that key in. So pop my email address in there. Now I did say that there were two ways of making this work, so I'm just going to finish showing you this, and then we will. So I click the unlock button, and it is now going to unlock the other PDF document, and this will be the full content. Okay. Now, the way I have it set up there, as soon as I click the button in my email to confirm, it's taking me to that page and it's delivering the key. That's my preferred way of having it set up. You may have I'm using Aweber. It's very easy to do with Aweber. You can do it with other autoresponders. Anything that can pass the email address forward to a page, you can do this with. But if you don't want to get into that, you don't know how to do that, no problem. The alternate way is to simply send them an email that says, here's your license key, click on this link. And when you send them to a link that contains their email address like that, it's going to send them to that page and give them the license key. It will send them to exactly the same page you just saw. So you can do it either way. Now, here's the other thing. There have been other products that have done this kind of thing in the past, but where they fall over is this. What happens if somebody just goes, oh, well, that's all right. I will pop into my PDF. Let me move this over so you can see the menu that comes up. And I'm just going to save myself a copy of it. Save myself a copy of the PDF file. And let's just save this on the desktop. And I've already got a file there called that. So let's just call this locked PDF2. So they think they've been very clever, and they've saved that file, and now they don't need your security system anymore because they've managed to save a copy. I'll show you what happens. And here's the copy that they've saved. And if you try and open that, It's passworded. It's locked. You can't get in. There's nothing you can do without that password. You can't view the file. So the thing is completely locked down. Now, the next thing to show you is this. In the event that I run the program again, you will notice that it immediately just opens the PDF. Because I've already got my license key in there, I've registered it once, it remembers the fact it's registered, it is unlocked. But if I were to send that file to somebody else and they were to run it, it will ask them for the key. So that is the thing in practice and in use, and you can see what it does. Bear in mind that if you use the revoke feature, I could revoke that key from myself and stop myself from seeing the thing. And I will show you that in the next stage, because the next thing for me to do is to show you how we got to that stage. So you've seen what V.I.R.A.L Boomerang Lockdown can do. You've seen what the end result is. If you want to see a demonstration of how we get to that point, then just keep watching, and I'm going to roll into that now. But for most of you, it will be enough to know that you can get there, okay? But if you really want to see through the screens, keep watching. Otherwise, you can just hit the button and get on with it and get this thing and download it and install it and start using it. Enjoy! Okay, so this is V.I.R.A.L Boomerang Lockdown software. This is what you run in order to create a locked file like the one you've just seen. So what I'm going to do is just quickly open up that one that you've just seen, and I'll walk you through how it's configured. So I've given the product a name, and this is the name of the file that it's going to generate at the end. We've got a file which is going to be locked, and I have created a PDF file which I've called locked PDF. You can call it anything you like, and this is a PDF with a password on it, and you can in the actual in-depth tutorial videos I will show how you can do that and create those files. So then we've got, in this case, I did one with the preview teaser as you saw in the demo. Just to show you the difference, I'm going to create this one without that. And this is our sign up form where they're going to go to get their key. And this are the different types of registration you can do. You can do a fixed registration code. That is the least secure. If you select that, this changes from secret key to registration code, and in there you put in whatever code you want, and that will unlock the copy. Now it unlocks any copy. It doesn't matter what email address they use. There's no uniqueness to it. But if you want a hands-off, no script, no server end stuff way of locking files, then you can do that. What we're interested in here is creating a unique one or a revocable. And these two options will both give you these same options down here. Okay, so I will focus on the revocable one just so I can show you the banned licenses feature as well. Secret key is a key that is unique to you. You can make it something random. You could type in a known keyword, whatever you want to do. This is what will make the codes completely unique to the user because it incorporates your secret key in the algorithm that creates the codes. This is the file server. This is where on the internet I am going to upload the files that this creates, because to do a unique or a revocable code, it generates some PHP files. And you don't need to be scared about that because you don't have to edit those files. It's just going to create them and you're going to upload them. Job done. Nothing to edit, nothing to mess around with, and I will show you that as we go here. Email query is the query string that gets passed to the scripts. Now, if you don't understand query strings and all that stuff, then in the in-depth videos, I'll show you what you have to do step by step. You don't have to understand it. You just have to know that is a keyword that will be used. Because I want to do what you saw earlier, which is as soon as the registration is complete, it takes me straight to the code. I am tied to using the word email because that is what Aweber passes to the files. So, and that information you find from your autoresponder provider. So, Down here we have got a way of configuring that lock screen. Remember I told you that everything on there was configurable. So on the one you saw in the demo, the heading was enter registration key. The preview button said preview. Now, because I've taken out the preview file here, this button will never appear in this version. The register button said don't have a key, click here to get one, but you could change that thing on. So I'm going to change it to click here to get your license key. Do that just so you can see, and we will change that to the word register, and we will change that. There we go. Let's just shorten that down. There we go. And we can preview this just to see what it looks like. The buttons don't do anything when you preview, but you can see what it looks like. We'll close that. Okay, that's the lock screen configured. Now, if there were email addresses we wanted to ban, then you just click on here and you just stick them in this list. So if we wanted to stop Fred at test.com from registering, we could do that. If we wanted to stop John from netadex.com, and you just put one per line, and they will be banned email addresses. It's very, very straightforward. When you're done configuring this and you give it a folder to output the files to, hit the create button and boom, it's done already. If I open that location up and show you what we've got. So we have got a demo.exe and a demo.bin file. Those are the two files that you need to send somebody. And in the advanced training, I'm going to show you how you can make it so you can send a single exe file. So you don't have to send two files, just send one file and they run it. The files with a PHP extension we've got to upload to wherever this location is here. So I'm going to load up my FTP program. I'm already connected. In fact, what I'm going to do is just quickly delete files that are already there just to show you this process. So imagine we were connecting for the first time to our server. So we would connect up, and it might be that you put them in a subfolder. You may have put / whatever there. I'm just going to upload them to that place. So grab these files. And drag them in there. Just wait for that to finish. That's it, job done, they're uploaded. You'll notice I didn't have to edit any of those files, didn't have to mess around with any of those files, I've just uploaded them, the job's done. And in fact, if we now run that, there we go. Now, because I've recompiled this, I've rebuilt it, but remember I changed the secret key, the code that I had in there before isn't working. So I would now have to go through the registration process and get a new key and put it in. You'll notice that there is no preview button this time because we turned that off. And that you've seen everything else. So I'm just going to come out of that. Now let's just say for a moment that we wanted to ban my email address. So let's just show you that procedure. Now in order to do that, I'm just going to quickly reopen the saved file because that will have the same key, and I'm just going to quickly rebuild the files. And I'm just going to upload those back to the server. And because I've gone back to the original code, you'll see that it's all running because I previously had entered that code. Now, let's say that I've been a naughty boy and I've passed it around, or I've been legitimate, I've asked for a refund, and now I want to make sure that that guy that's asked for a refund can't use it. We just add him to the banned list in here, say OK, and just regenerate the files. Open that up. All we need to do is to re-upload the PHP files to the file server. So we'll do that. You go in there, You add them to the list. You say, okay, you rebuild the files and you upload the PHP files. Again, nothing to edit, nothing to muck around with, no scripts to configure. You don't even need to look in those scripts. You don't even have to understand what's inside them. You just upload them. Okay, so now let's see what happens when we run it. This time, I've now been banned, remember? And you'll see that it says license validation failed, asked me to confirm that my email and key are correct. So that key has now been completely banned from the system, and even if I go and request a new key using the same email address, you will find that that the key is banned because my email and everything associated with it has been banned. That's it. That's Viral Boomerang Lockdown. You can create freebie products and chunk them out there, and people have to register, and they end up on your list. You can use it to generate traffic for affiliate programs. You can give your affiliates these things to send out. They send them out. They can capture email addresses through the squeeze page, but you capture the contact too when the person registers to unlock the content. You can protect paid programs with this. Because you can make it so that in order to get a registration code, they have to make a purchase. And if they ask for a refund, you can turn them off. If they share the file on a black hat site, you can turn it off. You've got complete lockdown control here. There are many other ways to use this, but I tell you, even if you only use it to build your list, to take a free report, take a PDF report, you could use PLR and just tidy it up a little bit, lock it down with this, and then use that as a giveaway, and they have to register to unlock and get all of that content. You will find that you get a far higher hit rate of subscribers that complete the process when you give them the download first than if you try and drive them for a squeeze page. It's just certainly that's been my experience, and I've built lists of thousands using that exact technique. That's it. It's a Swiss Army knife tool. It's a must-have internet marketing tool. It's going to grow your list. It's going to help protect your products. Get this while you can. V.I.R.A.L Boomerang Lockdown. Grab it today.